Thank you everyone for joining us here today. It's a kind of rainy, actually miserable day here in Washington, D.C. Hopefully you're having better weather in Brazil. My name is Marilyn Wagner and I'm the Chief Experience Officer of the Credit Union. With me today is Marco Paredes. He's our Chief of Lending, as well as our CEO, Chip Lusk, and then Andre Sandoval, who is my right-hand person and leads our branch operations. Now, before we get started, I do want to say that we have some fun at the top of the hour. What would it be to have some financial discussions without some fun? So take out your phones, scan the QR code that's at the bottom of the screen, and we have two lucky prizes. One is a charger, and then one is an AirTag. That QR code is at the bottom of every slide, so you don't have to worry. You have plenty of opportunities to scan it. And then we'll be connecting with our two lucky winners at the end of the day today or early tomorrow. Andre, do you mind advancing the slide for me? All right. Before I introduce Chip, I just want to say that we talk about digital transformation, and that has been one of the key initiatives for the credit union in the past year and going forward. What does that mean? We want to make sure that if you are, no matter where you are in the world, if you're here at the branch in Washington, D.C., or if you're in Brazil or wherever, in Nicaragua, in Colombia, in Puerto Rico, it doesn't matter. We want to make sure that you have the same experience no matter where you are. So we enhanced our website, and we want to make sure that you go to it, take a look at it. We continue to add content every day. And if you go to idbglobalfcu.org, you'll be able to take a look at it. It is in English and in Spanish. So Chip, without further ado, I want to bring you on board. He's our CEO, and he'll take you through a couple of slides.
Good morning, and greetings from Washington, D.C. It's great to meet with you, and look forward to improving and developing the relationship that we already have with you. So the objective of our presentation today is to make sure that you're aware of the products and solutions of the credit union, and my colleagues, Marilyn, Marco, and Andre, are going to do that. Before we move forward, though, I want to share a little bit about the past, the present, and the future of the credit union. The credit union, as you may know, was started in 1961. It's 1 year after the IDB started. And it was started by 10 employees of the IDB. The credit union was started by 10 employees of the IDB who, upon reflection and joining the IDB, upon joining the mission of the IDB, they decided that it would be a good idea to create a credit union, to create a financial institution, almost like a private bank within a development bank, a private bank that understands the needs of IDB community, specifically IDB employees, but more broadly the IDB community, a bank that understands their needs and their journey and can support their needs, whether they're in the U.S., specifically in the U.S., or outside the U.S. In country offices. We have grown from those small beginnings of having 10 employees that started the credit union to now we have $825 million in total assets. We're a member-owned financial institution, so all of our customers are our members, and they own it. It's a cooperative. We continue to only serve the IDB community from 1961 until now. That's our primary focus, is just the IDB community. We have over 13,000 primary members that reside on 75 countries, or on 6 continents around the world. So our members are truly worldwide. And we have one physical location right here where Marilyn, Andre, Marco, and I are today, at 1300 New York Avenue, Washington, D.C., just a few blocks from the White House. We are delighted to be here to serve our members in person, but more importantly, we have a digital forward solution, our digital banking application, our website, and digital banking applications that you can use on your mobile devices. That is available for you 24/7, 365 days a year. in addition to who we are today, want to share with you that your credit union is healthy and safe. We've been identified by at least 4 independent outside agencies as the healthiest credit union in Washington, D.C. In addition to that, we've been identified as one of the 100 top healthiest credit unions in the United States. How many credit unions are there in the United States? There's approximately 4,500 or so. So we're in the top 5% of healthiest financial institutions in the US. And again, the healthiest financial institution in Washington, D.C. I think that's a reflection of you, our members, and also the awesome staff that I have the privilege of working with. Where are we going? So we've talked about the past, the present. I'd like to talk a little bit about the future. We understand the importance of having excellent technology and digital applications. Over the next 2 years, we're going to be investing in upgrading our digital platforms and our core banking software, as well as our card management solutions. You're going to hear more about the products that we bring to you through those applications. And over the next 2 years, you're going to see continued investment and enhancements around those. So that's a little bit about us. Now I turn it over to my colleague, Marilyn Wagner, our Chief Experience Officer, who's going to share some more about the deposit products and services that we offer. And through the course of this presentation, I hope that you get a sense of the value proposition that your credit union is bringing to you, and that we answer some questions. If you have any questions, that we can answer those questions too. So I'll turn it over to Marilyn now, and thank you again for your time and attention.
All right, thank you, Chip. Andre, do you mind advancing the slide? Thank you. Again, it's such a pleasure to be here with all of you today. I think with Zoom, you can raise your hand. So I just want to ask a quick and fun question. If you could just raise your hand real quick. How many of you know that your family members can also benefit from membership at the credit union? Does anybody know that? All right, Luciano, lovely. All right, so I see a couple of you, and Jose, I see a couple of you do know that. But what's really important here is that a lot of people are not aware that their immediate family members can become members. And what does that mean, and what's the advantage? They get the benefits of a safe, sound, and secure organization, so they can deposit their money in dollars, always safe here. Additionally, you can transfer money between the accounts. Amazing. So there's no fees or anything. If your son or your daughter has an account here, or any direct family member, they can transfer money. Additionally, God forbid something happens to you, they also right away have the benefits of membership. So it makes their process at the end of the day a lot easier when they have an account here at the credit union. So it could be son, daughter, father, mother, sister, brother, and even if your mother or sister or brother become members, your nieces and nephews can also become members. So why not take advantage of an amazing solution which you have and you can pass on to your family members? Additionally, which is great, if there's 2 people living in the same household with the same economic payment of bills, they also become members. So we have a lot of options for you. You can reach out to Andre at the end of this presentation, and he can give you more details. And we try to make it as easy as possible so they can just go online, they can open an account. We have a lot of new systems that we've integrated to be able to make that process and account opening a lot easier for them. The next slide, please, Andre. Okay. So what is amazing about this credit union, and that you can't get, I would say, at any other financial institution, is that we know our membership. We know the things that you deal with coming internationally. Being international doesn't mean you're always coming here. And we want to make sure that we provide the products and services that are relevant to you and to your family members. I'll go a little bit more into the deposit products, and Marcos will take it away and tell you all about all the lending products available to you. So why not bank at an institution that knows their membership? We are trilingual, I have to say. I personally am not, but I have 3 members of my staff that speak Portuguese, English, and Spanish. A lot of our employees here are bilingual, English and Spanish, and we're also culturally apt, meaning we know everything about the culture. We're warm, we're familiar, and we love to be part of your family as well. Next slide, please, Andre. Okay, this is one that I really, really love, and I promote it so much because it is such an advantage to you. And again, I'm going to do a little quiz because I love doing them. When you have a checking account at any other organization, how much do you think you get paid in interest on that account? You can put it in the chat. What do you think you get paid on your checking account? I don't see any answers, but I'm going to say probably 0.5%, maybe 0.10%, very, very little. But what we're offering for our membership is a Casasa, 0.25, thank you, around there. So very little compared to that percentage that you see on the screen right now. We have a Casasa checking account. If you have a current checking account with us, you just have to fill out a form. Andre, again, will probably tell you more about that as well. You can email him and you just get upgraded. So there's no change. So you don't have to be like, oh my goodness, I got to have another separate checking account. This is so, pesado, this is so hard to do. And it's so task oriented on my side. No, we can just upgrade your account, or you can open up a Casasa account with us. So what do you have to do to get to the 4%, which is so amazingly easy? One, you have to sign up to online banking, sign into online banking once a month. I know personally, I sign into my online banking about 3 to 4 times a day. So once a month is so easy, just one requisite. The second requisite is you have to have e-statements. So being a green country, you just have to sign up for e-statements, and you can go actually anytime into online banking and take a look at your statement. And the third thing is you have to have 12 debit card transactions a month. Super easy. You can, when you get coffee, when you get your lunch, when you get gas, those all count towards your 12 debit card transactions with our debit card a month. You can add it to your Netflix account. I'm not sure what you have in Brazil, but you can add it to any one of your streaming services, your gas bill, your electric bill. So there's so many things that you can meet those 12 debit card transactions a month. And additionally, we return $15 a month for ATM fees. We don't charge them, but maybe if you're in another ATM in your country, we return up to $15. So it's a great account. Again, I'll put, Andre, if you don't mind putting your email in the chat, you can email Andre for any additional questions. This is a big advantage for you, easy to take advantage of, and it makes your money work so hard because you work so hard your whole life to be able to get, the funds you have now to live off of them. So why not make them work super hard for you? And then my last slide before I hand it off to Marco is talking about certificates of deposit. Chip said at the beginning, we are safe, sound, and secure. We have options for you. Deposit your money, make it grow. You have terms up to 6 months to 7 years with just a minimum of $1,000. So we try and make sure that's an easy thing for you to take advantage of. You pick the term, minimum of $1,000. We have no cap. It's just a great way to invest your money, knowing that it's going to grow all on its own without you doing very much. So it was a pleasure speaking to you. I'm now going to pass it over to Marco, who's going to tell you more about our lending products.
Bom dia, Brazil. How are you doing? ¿Cómo está você? That's the only thing that I need to know to say in Portuguese. So thank you very much for having us today. It's a pleasure to be here with you and share a little bit about the lending opportunities that you have as members of the credit union. So if you're familiar, for some of you that maybe lived in headquarters in the Washington, D.C. metro area, or around the United States, well, you have an opportunity actually to invest with the credit union. If you are currently living in the United States or you're back and forward with the United States, you can purchase a property as a primary residence with the credit union. If you are living overseas and you are interested about buying a property in the Washington, D.C. metro area, in Florida, or any other states in the United States, basically the credit union can help you to achieve that. We can assist you with an investment property loan with a minimum of 20% down, plus the closing costs are around 3%, 3.5%, depending on the states. But we have very broad options to help you or assist you to achieve the investment properties if you want to open your real estate portfolio and grow a little bit more here and there. Or maybe you have, I don't know, some family that is interested about doing an investment. We can do that the same with them. Recently, we had a couple of people from Bolivia. They just bought a condominium in Florida, $250,000 with 20% down, which is around $50,000, and the closing costs were around $7,500, $8,000. So this is an opportunity that you, as a members of the credit union, have. Not necessarily need to have a G4 visa or have a U.S. Citizenship or green card holders. But as a B1, B2 visas, we also give you the opportunity to take advantage the opportunities to have a hypoteca or mortgage in the United States. Next slide, please. Home equities. If you already have a property in the United States, let's say that maybe you bought a property here in the United States and you now are living in Brazil, but you don't know how to use the equity of your property, we launch a new program, which is a home equity line of credit, a HELOC, which allows you to use the equity of your property with a maximum of $250,000. This is a 10 years line of credit, interest only. So basically you pay interest only on monthly basis for the money that you are using. You can pay the principal at any time. After the 10 years of interest only, you will be repaying the loan on 15 years, basically. This is a variable rate program. If you're currently living on the property or if you are migrating to United States and this is going to be your primary residence, also you have the opportunity to have a home equity line of credit. The maximum limit will be up to $500,000. So the product is the same. The interest rates are fluctuating between 6.75 to 8%, depending on the amount of money that we're getting, the loan to values as well, and the credit of the person. No, so all different factors, but I will help you to with the process if you would like to get that information. But this is also the same for properties only in the U.S. territory. Next slide, please. Personal loans. We're talking about personal loans. You have the opportunity to have a personal loan, unsecured personal loan. The maximum term on those particular products is 60 months variable. If you have assets with the credit union and you have a direct deposit from your pension, here at the credit union, we can give you a discount on the interest rate of 50 basis points. If you don't have the direct deposit here at the credit union, you still can get the personal loan. The only thing that is that you are going to need to transfer the money on monthly basis to the credit union and doing a wire transfer depending on how you are getting the funds out. If the bank allows you to deposit your part of your income in the credit union's account, I will recommend to do that so you can get the benefit of the discount on the interest rate. So we have a pretty good rates on those particular products. Personal warranty, loans warranted by savings and checking or CDs, I'm sorry. If you have a savings account with a credit union, let's say that you have a savings account that you're not using, you have $50,000, but you have an emergency, you want a loan, amortize it up to 10 years or 120 months, you can do that. The interest rate that we're going to have is a 1.5% plus the current interest that you are getting from the savings account. Let's say that right now we're paying 0.4. So the interest rate today for that particular product will be 1.9%. So, and you can amortize it up to a 120 months. If you want to use that, we're going to freeze the portion of the funds that you have, and we're going to be slowly on monthly basis giving you the money back into your account, or we can put a hold and you can get the full amount at the end of the 3, 4, 5, 7 years, depending on the term that you are selecting. For the certificates of deposit or CDs that we have, you also have the opportunity to do the same. The interest rate, the additional interest rate will be the same, is 1.5%, plus the interest rate that we're paying you on the CD. If the CD that we're paying you is 3%, the interest rate will be 4.5%. And the term will be based on the term of the CD. At the reset of the CD, you will be paying the full amount of the loan. You have a one-time option to refinance that. If you are extending the life of the CD, you still have the opportunity to refinance that loan and extend that one more time, depending on the term of the loan. Let's say that you CD is ending, this coming month, you will be refinancing that time the CD and extending that for another 2 or 3 years, and we will be refinancing that as well for you. Next slide, please. Basically, we do have for these products are new for only for the local staff in country offices. We launched these particular products for the local staff, which is a personal loan amortized on 40 years or 48 months for a fixed rate and maximum of 25% of the salary that they have. And also there's a line of credit as well that they didn't have, up to $15,000 that they can qualify for. Next slide, please. Credit cards. If you're interested to have a credit card with the credit union, we offer a Visa Classic credit card that doesn't charge you an annual fee, an international fee, no balance transfer fees for any financial institution here in the United States. The interest rate on that particular product is 11.125. The maximum limit is $5,000. We also, if you qualify with your income in US dollars, you will be able to qualify with this particular product. If you don't have income in US dollars, also we offer a secure option. So we will secure that based on the savings that you have with the credit union. Those are options that you will have as well, and your family members as well will have that opportunity to have a credit card with the credit union with a secure card. I think that that's pretty much what we have. Next slide. Educational loans. This is also for staff at the country office. Basically, they will apply for a special educational advance, and with the educational allowance, they will be able to get those funds back. Once they pay off the loan in 15 months, they can reapply for the new special educational advance. And there's a educational line of credit also for people that is in headquarters or is migrating to headquarters, that they will qualify for an educational line of credit to pay any educational tuitions for the kids as well. Next slide.
I think that is it. Woo! Thank you, Marco. It is a lot of information, but it's a lot of amazing information. So I want to pause here because I know we definitely know that was a lot. So it was between deposit products and lending products. So we welcome any questions that you have. That way we can make sure you leave here with all the information you need to make informed decisions. You can put it in the chat, or you can, I think you can unmute and just ask us the question directly. Oh, I know there has to be some questions out there. Anything?
I would like to ask a question. This is Luciano here. I'm living in Brazil, but my kids, I work in headquarters for 25 years, and I'm in Brazil, retired. My kids were born in the United States. How does the education allowance work for them when their time comes to return to the US, for example? They're still young, they're 10 years old and 8 years old. But I'm assuming that they might want to do, I don't know, university in Brazil, or attend university in the United States, I'm sorry. So how would the education allowance work in that case?
The educational allowance is directly for staff that is active with the IDB. So they will qualify for, or in this particular case, you and them will qualify as a borrower, co-borrower to do a line of credit, educational line of credit. No? So it depends on
Okay,
the qualification. You will be able to get the educational line of credit as you already had, I guess, a social security, and you had an
I
income
do,
in
and they
US.
do too.
Yeah, your income is in US dollars, and basically they do have, you guys can qualify together, get the line, even that if they are not currently working, but you will be helping on that as a co-signing, as a co-borrower or a borrower, and we will be able to assist you guys with that particular type of line.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much.
Pleasure.
Great question, Luciano. Thank you. Any additional questions? No? Andre, anything additional to add that I may have missed?
Hoy, ¿cómo va y todo? No, I think we covered everything. The key is that we want you to know that you can always contact us. You have my email. The credit union is always here to serve your needs. We want to make sure that we're available. I am always in communication also with the IDB Retirees Department. And please feel free to always reach out to myself. If you have any difficulty reaching anyone, we're here. And we want you to know that you are taking care of your assets that you have with the credit union. Please ensure, as we've had in previous seminars, that we're adding beneficiaries to our account, that your family members can also join to ensure transition of funds in the future. So we want to keep your funds safe, secure, but we also want to be available to help you and answer any questions that you may have in the future. So muito obrigado a vocês.
Thank you so much, everybody. We'll wait one more minute. There is a QR code at the bottom of the screen where you can scan that to have membership if you don't have it already. And then again, we will announce the 2 lucky winners probably towards the end of the day today or early tomorrow. All right. I don't see anything. It was a pleasure. Thank you so much. Thank you, Chip, Andre, and Marco as well. Have a great day, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Take
Appreciate
care.
your help.
Absolutely.
Thank you.